Yeah, there's one time in, I don't know, was it London, some Manchester, somewhere, the MySpace files bit, and this guy's a fucking pedo, and he's coming towards the stage. But yeah, nothing that could go viral.
Yeah, of course. Well, that's the name of the game now. You got to film it, Doug.
Yeah, or stage it. I won't name any names, but you know the guys that, wow, he's constantly getting heckled and then crushing them.
Destroys heckler, crushes heckler. All right, how do you feel about...
I don't even get heckled.
That's the name of the game now, though, for comics is we've got to not just be funny, but figure out how to market every moment on stage to be a hook to go viral to then sell tickets.
Yeah, I don't know. I get a lot of emails. I guess any comic of stature does. Like, hey, what advice would you give to me? I don't have no advice for. If I was starting out, I'd fuck this. I would have no idea. Yeah. I can tell you how to start in 1990. I'll give you all that advice. Where you get a VHS cabinet, blank tapes you can tape your set on. So I don't know. Yeah, my advice to comics would be ask the guy that's in the next place you're going. Like if you already crushed the open mics, but you need paid work, well, ask a guy that's doing the work that you want. Don't ask a guy that's been doing it for 35 fucking years what you should do after 6 months of comedy.
Mm-hmm. What's interesting also is, especially with things like Kill Tony, and there's like edgier comedy now, but there's younger comics who are trying to be edgy without being funny.
Yeah.
They don't know. They're kind of putting the cart before the horse there.
Right. And most of you suck. And that's the thing. Do you go on? It just hurts to look at. Just the title sometimes. Reddit.
Yeah.
Stand-up subreddit. Mm-hmm. I'm on that. And yeah. It's just the same discussions. It's as boring as open mic itself was to me. Well, I mean, it wasn't to me at the time. I was one of the guys. I think he stole that joke. Well, it might be linear thinking. And they're just like, oh, they just want a piece of fucking, they want to gossip. But I understand that. But to now read it, and you want to go get involved, but I don't know.
It won't change.
Like, who is there to say you stink? And it's not going to get better because there's so much fucking comedy now.
Yeah.
Everyone's trying comedy. It's a fucking ice bucket challenge. Everyone's going to do stand up once and then post it. So, I mean, everyone will tell you, get as much stage time as you can. Mm-hmm. You get up there all the time, write all the time. Yeah, but most of them suck. That's why fucking open mics are like 60 fucking people doing fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And they suck. And because we're telling them, keep doing it. No, go back. Well, most of you shouldn't.
But people can get better over time. So maybe if they stick with it, they'll eventually get good, right?
Yeah. I would have told, if I saw me open mic days, I would just go fucking back to telemarketing.
What were you doing early on? Were you doing like one-liners and just like silly stuff, or like how did you kind of get to become Doug?
I would have like sea monkeys was a funny reference, so I worked backwards from that and made it into a social disease in this fantastical scenario. It was just comedy, like it was just bad. Just all right, this is how I can make my version of what I see what a setup and a punchline are, and I will recreate that with my own words and topics.
When did you feel like you started to like find your voice and your own sort of rhythm?
When I started, probably when I started to have stories, like when I was out on the road and I was actually doing shit. And once I actually made real shit work, that transvestite hooker story. When I turned that into a true story that was, beginning, end, and funny throughout, and a real thing, I'm like, all right, there's no reason to write bits that are fake anymore.
Mm-hmm. So is that where you start from now? Is stuff that either truly happened to you or things that you believe or are almost excited to talk about?
But no, I'm not excited about anything right now.
Oh, okay.
sitting here talking to you.
And I appreciate it. Yeah.
No, I'm being my usual miserable self, but yeah, no, I mean that was the first few years. I was just making up what I thought an audience might laugh at. The jokes didn't have to come from any genuine place. It's just, hey, here's a bit that I bet it'd work. Mm-hmm. But once I started, doing real stories and then having opinions, when I get older and everything wasn't just about my dick and trying to get pussy, which is really all you think about at 23. I was writing jokes to get laid. That was I wasn't trying to be famous. I wasn't trying to be great. I was trying to get laid after the show. And that was my only desire to be funny, is because I didn't have another skill to get laid. So, yeah, and we'd go to strip clubs and talk about that. And there were, pre-porn days when it was VHS porn. Oh, yeah, porn jokes, all of it.
Didn't you do one where you poured beer all over you?
Yeah, you make it sound so cheap.
What you saying the porn? It wasn't like a porno act out or something.
It was a jizz in the face, but using shaking up the bottle, and I could arc that fucking cum right into my face so well. Just act like I'm pouring it on my head, like I didn't take years fucking perfecting that,
perfecting the angle.
Shot. Yeah. Oh God.
Would you close with that? I guess.
Yeah,
if
for
you're covered
years,
in beer,
for way longer than I should have closed with that. But I didn't. It was pre-special. Like I didn't have any special out. There was no DVD. So yeah, until I actually did a DVD with that on it, and I think I only did that DVD because it had most of the material that I'd already done on some CDs. A lot of crossover material, but it was a DVD, and that was a new thing. And I think I only did it just so I could do the jizz in the face thing, because you can't do that on a CD.
Right? Yeah, they can't. Hear.
It was hard to let that bit go.
You should bring it back
every now and then when I find a reason to.
Yeah. Post that on social media. Maybe you could become the jizz face comic. Maybe that's what you're missing. Maybe
I would have to change the whole setup to it, because the whole setup was about, it was a VHS porn scenario that I'm recreating. So you'd have to just, it wouldn't make any sense now. But just, taking a big fat fucking foamy load in the face is never unfunny.
Night after night, you're like, all right, I'm going to need my beer at this moment. And I'm going to have, you shake it up and then just spray it all over you, basically.
Yeah.
Man, can I have that? You're not going to do it anymore. I could do it.
Well, I'm sure anyone could do it. Yeah, I'm sure it's been done before. I'm sure just some guy at a fucking lake, on a boat party. He's like, you fucking, what's this look like, Ted? Yeah, I'm sure I'm not the first guy to jizz in my own face with a beer.
So what about for comics that want to talk about edgier stuff? How do you walk that line while still making it funny?
I don't know. That's their fucking problem.
That's just something you figured out for yourself, I guess.
Yeah, I figured that out. Yeah, I don't have any idea. I don't talk about comedy. I don't like it.
Do you like comics?
No. I love comics.
You love comics?
Yes,
okay. I was
love comedians.
But these comics want to be edgy. You're like, they should just kill themselves. I don't know what. Quit comedy.
Well,
you suck.
I'm saying I have no idea what it's like to be at an open mic.
Right.
I'm not the nurturing, patient kind of guy that would go to an open mic.
Right. Yeah.
Or if I did, I'd have like one too many drinks, and then I'd be like, no, what you have to do, fucking write this down. And then I'd be, waking up in the morning, what a bloviating asshole I am. Or having some kid email me all the time. I remember what you told me that night. That night I was drunk. Like that dad in Talladega Nights. Like, if you're not first, you're last. What does that even mean?
But you do like comics and the community.
Yeah, that's the only thing I really miss about living in a small town is there's no comedians. Mm-hmm. I mean, there's a couple friends of mine that have moved there that are comics, but there's no like stand-up comedy community. So I never see comedians. I travel with people I know. We don't, we don't get off nights and go, hey, let's go check out comedy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I remember like Sam Talent, you really helped with getting his book out there and things like that. I know he'll visit you a lot. So I knew you had a side where you do like to help comics, but people who are already funny, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once they figured out their thing.
If I did go to an open mic and there was a funny kid, I would absolutely support him. But I don't.